I first became involved in solar pool heating in 1973. Way back then, there was really no demand for solar pool heating. I got into the industry via solar domestic hot water heating. But I soon learnt, after exhibiting the equipment at different shows and things, that people were asking me, can I use solar heating to heat my pool? So I thought, well, this needs further investigation. And I asked a few questions, and really I was before my time. The people at CSIRO were saying that I wouldn't make any money out of the business for at least 10 years. I thought, yeah, I got time, that'll do me. Where we are here is an old shearing shed that was part of the family farm. We had 5,000 sheep here. The old man, he couldn't make money out of sheep at that stage, so he moved across to cattle, and this building became totally empty. I had the opportunity, thank heavens, rent-free for 6 years to move into here, which really gave me a kick-start. I then started manufacturing solar panels specifically for pool heating, but using the same technology as domestic hot water. That meant copper, aluminium. They worked exceptionally well. We had happy customers until salt chlorinators became common. And then we found that virtually every one of our copper solar collectors sprung leaks, within 18 months. So that was a major crisis for me, because we'd put a fair bit of time and effort into getting to where we were. That led to investigating what other people were doing with solar pool heating around other parts of the world. And I came across an American company called Bioenergy Systems that were using extruded rubber tubing that had previously been used for freezing over ice rinks. I jumped on a plane and went straight over there and came back with the Australian distributorship for a product called Solar Roll. And being the first into using rubber in Australia, we were the first to experience the problems of rubber degradation. So there was my second false start, and it was a very difficult time for us, actually. When there was a problem, the customer would go to the pool builder, who would then handball it onto us, of course, and we had no answer. The American company were no help. In fact, they went broke. Somehow we came into contact with chemists from ICI, and they suggested that we look at the same materials that they'd been using for 10 years or so on overhead electric cables, where they're exposed to the sun and they have to remain flexible. Once that transition was made across to the new materials, well, we've been extruding that material now for well over 20 years ourselves, no problems. The solar heating and pool cover combination is really a match made in heaven, because with the solar heater, we're collecting free energy and putting it in the water, and by using pool covers, you're conserving that energy over an extended period of time. Strangely enough, one of the first jobs that we got for our pool covers was the largest pool cover in the southern hemisphere. That was for Wet and Wild up in Queensland. At the time, they were heating their entire Wet and Wild complex with bottled gas. And we put a proposal to them that if they utilised one of our covers overnight, that they could save at least $100,000 on their gas bills. After 12 months of operation, the actual savings they got were $102,000. So they were absolutely rapt. Well, look, there's no doubt that the best thing about the industry is the fact that you're dealing with people that are making a purchase for lifestyle reasons. They're doing it because they want to spend time with the family, fun, barbecues, backyard fun. And look, what are we doing? We're coming along and heating a pool for free, basically. And we have some customers, that have actually moved houses quite a few times, and we're doing the 4th solar heating system for them. And I mean, it just puts a smile on everyone's face, from the young to the old. And I think just the interaction you have with people and making them happy is the best thing for me.